InfoPlus for genuine information.
Namaste and welcome to this special edition of a program InfoPlus on Himalayan TV with me, your host, Rebecca Shetri. We have traveled all the way from Nepal to New Delhi to bring you this exclusive conversation with His Excellency Javier Paulinich, the Ambassador of Peru to Nepal. Nepal and Peru established diplomatic relations on May 15, 1976 and have since maintained friendly and cooperative ties. The two nations share common interest in multilateral diplomacy, trade, culture, and tourism. Stay with us for this insightful discussion coming to you straight from the heart of India's capital, New Delhi. Your Excellency, hola.
Hola, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you so much for welcoming us here at the Embassy of Peru in New Delhi.
Thank you for your visit. Welcome
Pleasure.
to the Embassy of Peru.
Thank you.
His Excellency Mr. Javier Paulinich, Ambassador of the Republic of Peru to Nepal, is a seasoned diplomat with a distinguished career in international relations. Representing Peru from New Delhi, Ambassador Paulinich is committed to strengthening the bonds of friendship and cooperation between Peru and Nepal.
The red is a predominant color, like in Nepal.
It seems like ours.
Yes. This is a Machu Picchu, as you know, Machu Picchu.
Oh, okay. Seven wonders of the world.
Yes, it's a sacred and spiritual place.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Spiritual place like me.
Yes. In the city of Arequipa,
Very beautiful
South
architect.
Peru. Yes, it's a Baroque style.
It's a handmade.
Handmade, of course,
Mud.
and represents some carnival or some. Yes.
With a deep appreciation for culture, heritage, and sustainable development. He continues to promote mutual understanding and explore new avenues of collaboration between two nations.
Of this memento, this is called Pucara.
Pucara.
Pucara. Pucara is a name of a place in Peru when started this tradition in the Andes of Peru. And like here, it's a sort of, I told you, is for protection.
Yes, for the protection of the
From
house.
protection of the house.
Oh,
Yes. You have to put in the ceiling.
okay. And we should place one
Address to,
candle.
yes, and this small hole is to put a candle.
Oh, and we should face
The
towards the main
street,
door.
the main door.
Oh, all
So
right.
the street, yes. And
Very
well, it's
meaningful showpiece.
600, 700 old tradition.
Very
Sort of
nice. Very nice. Thank you, Your Excellency. I think this is the same one I just
Yes.
showed before. This looks so beautiful.
Yes, thank you. Take care
Thank you so
because they are
much.
very delicate. Kuna is the finest natural textile in the world,
Okay.
the Kuna. Just a jacket costs $8,000.
Oh.
It's very expensive. And it has three qualities. First of all, you can pass like an, you do that,
Yeah.
like cashmere, no?
Yes.
The water cannot penetrate
Oh.
because it's so small, so tight, and it's very light.
Oh.
It's similar to cashmere. Oh, yes.
Maybe.
This is
all handmade.
the quinoa. Yes, quinoa is tree with medicinal properties.
Okay.
And this is the gold because Peru is one of the most important exporters of gold.
Info Plus for genuine information.
Namaste and Hola, Your Excellency. Welcome to the show Info Plus on Himalayan TV. Nepal's first diplomat series running since 20 years, and we are so much privileged to have you here with us on our show. And thank you so much for welcoming us here at the Embassy of Peru in New Delhi.
Thank you for this visit at your disposal, please.
Your Excellency, how has a journey as a diplomat shaped you worldwide?
To be diplomat, I must say, is not an easy profession because you have to change different places to live. You have to learn languages, foreign languages. You have to learn about culture. And sometimes takes time to do that. But nevertheless, it's a privilege to represent your country.
So as I mentioned, you have been posting at various different regions. What has been the most memorable posting for you so far?
Well, I have been in almost 6 different countries and 3 different continents. And to be frank, it's quite difficult to choose some place. But nevertheless, and sometimes it's difficult to compare. For instance, I have been posted in New York 5 years in my permanent mission to United Nations. I have been posted in Venezuela. I have been posted here in India. It's quite difficult to compare. But nevertheless, I must say that I enjoy to be here in India. In fact, this is my second time. I was 6 years before, and now come back to India almost 2 years. And I come back because I have the opportunity to come back, and I immediately say yes. But it's not only India, it's the Asian continent, in fact. Different countries like Nepal, Sri Lanka. I'm quite happy to be here.
As you mentioned that this is the second time to serve in India as an ambassador between 2009 and 2015, I believe.
Yes.
Having more than 8 years in India. So it must have been a beautiful experience here in India. You also must have seen Nepal change and quickly developed over the years, making strides in all areas and leading the change in many others, Your Excellency. How do you see Nepal as a country and in its people through the eyes of Peru, based in New Delhi?
Well, Nepal is a country that I like very much. There is a lot of similarities between Peru and Nepal. For instance, Peru has the Andes mountains, you have Himalaya. We prefer some colors for textiles and design, like red, for instance, and it's the same in Peru. People are very amicable, very familiar with the hospitality, like in my country. Family is a value in your society, as well as in Latin America as a whole. No? Despite that, we are so far away,
That's true.
but still we have some similarities.
What is your first impression of Nepal and its people?
My first impression when I was there almost 10 years ago, even a little bit more, was the similarities that I found it in Nepal, especially in Kathmandu, relating with the textile designs, the colors that you use and we use. I was quite surprised because, and that's a good reason, because you have a sort of old civilizations, and Peru, we have the oldest civilization in the Americas, 5,000 years old, and I think tradition, to be a country with so much all on culture, and that's in a way join the similarities. Yes.
Nepal and Peru established its diplomatic ties in 1976,
Exactly.
and we have a long history together. How would you describe the current state of bilateral relationship between two countries?
Our bilateral relations are good. We don't have any diplomatic problem. We don't have any economic problem.
And what are the key areas of cooperation between two countries, Your Excellency?
I must say that, to be frank, I'm a little bit disappointed with that trade. Nepal and Peru, we reach half $500,000 per year, and it's incredibly low. For instance, we have with India almost $6 billion, such an immense gap. No? We mostly sell to Nepal alpaca as a textile, and we buy carpets, high quality carpets of Nepal, but still, as I said, I'm a little bit disappointed with so low trade, and this is an issue that we have to take into account to improve our relations in the trade field.
What do you think we can do to improve the trade between two countries? Because there must be lots of entrepreneurs who would like to invest their business in Peru.
Yes, we have some investment here in India. I'm trying to persuade to invest in Nepal, of course. We follow the trade pattern of free trade agreement. Peru is one of the most open economy in Latin America. And perhaps, if it is possible, to think about medium term, start negotiating some agreement, even a partial agreement will be fine to increase our trade and investment.
Your Excellency, have we had a chance to visit Nepal during your tenure?
Well, I have been almost eight times to Nepal in these 8 years. I have been even in the second city, Pokhara, of course. I like the lake. The lake is incredible there. I have a very good honorary consul there, Mr. Sumit Agrawal. He's a well-known industrialist, and he has some business in hospitality. And I think the conditions are there. We have to sensibilize our authorities in order to increase our trade and investment.
So what is your impression of the country Nepal and its people?
I like,
since you have visited many times.
Yes, as I mentioned before, the hospitality is amazing. They like tourists, I think. And that's good, because you can feel like at home.
Your Excellency, Nepal, with a vast geographical expanse and diverse regional characteristics, offers a fascinating areas of opportunities for cooperations between Peru and Nepal. The interactions you have had with Nepalese government officials, diplomats, and business leaders have been categorized by mutual respect and shared commitment to fostering strong bilateral ties at all levels. What's your take on this, Excellency?
I believe in the diplomacy people to people. And I think Nepal, people in Nepal have to know more about Peru. As well as in Peru, we must know more about Nepal. And in this context, we organize a gastronomic Peruvian festival in last December. The first time there was a Peruvian festival, gastronomic festival. And I think in a way this is an expression of our interest to be more knowledgeable about Peru in Nepal. And we are planning some additional activities this year. Of course, Peru is becoming well known in gastronomy. We were going to repeat this festival, but to go with cultural activities as well. Like, for instance, we have several Peruvian films, for instance.
Do you have any initiatives or agreements to promote cultural exchange program between two countries?
We don't have an agreement like such, but we have some activities that we perform during the year. No? And I would like to be incremental. Another activity that I find could be suitable is to organize our National Day of Peru. This will be at the end of July every year in Nepal, in Kathmandu, of course with the help of our honorary consul. This will be the first National Day organized in your country.
Nepal possesses a rich cultural heritage, a dynamic economy, and a deep sense of tradition, all qualities that have greatly enriched your experience as an ambassador to this beautiful country. India and Nepal also share same values, traditions, religions, and diversity. Your Excellency, what have you envisioned to give your more priority to Nepal in coming years?
I think if we organize some Peruvian activities through our embassy here in Nepal, especially in Kathmandu, will be a very good idea to promote people-to-people diplomacy. You know, that's quite important. Yes.
Nepal is a country with rich culture and heritage,
Yes.
so as Peru.
Yes.
So how do you think we can boost tourism in both the countries?
That's an idea that we wanted to promote as well, because I'm sure that the Nepalese tourists,
Since tourism is a significant sector for both the countries.
Exactly, yes. Everybody knows Nepal because it's culture, but even with the Himalayas, you know, the Everest and so on. But we have almost the same, no? Since both countries enjoy a lot of cultural and tradition, I think this is a joint effort that we can do between both authorities, you know, from Nepal and Peru, yes.
So is there any initiation from your side?
No, at the moment. We are a little bit more concentrated in India, but since we already have some program with India, I think the next step will be to organize a program with Nepal.
Given your role, how often do you engage in diplomatic discussion between Nepal and Peru?
We have a permanent communication here in Delhi with your ambassador, who I know him very well. But I think this is not enough because Nepal is so close from Delhi, Kathmandu from Delhi. We can make the effort to travel to Nepal more frequently, no? To organize some cultural activities there.
What do you see as the main challenges in improving the bilateral ties between two countries?
The most urgent challenge is to increase our economic relationship because it's so low, the level of trade, that we can emphasize from now onwards in that field.
So we can emphasize in more better way in coming days, Your Excellency.
Yes.
How do you see the geopolitical and international relations on the ties between Nepal and Peru?
Since we are countries who love peace, we don't have any political divergency, then we are in the good path in our relationship.
Are there any regional challenges that you foresee affecting this long-term relationship between Nepal and Peru? Because we share a long history together since so many years.
No, I don't think there is any challenges in the future, unless that we have been more active in both countries, yes.
Both Nepal and Peru are home to significant mountain ranges and have been facing environmental challenges since a long time. How can both the countries collaborate for the natural disasters and the climate change, which is the most happening issues around the world right now?
Yes, you are right. Peru and Nepal has a big problem with climate change. For instance, the glaciers are melting. In fact, Peru has the most important glaciers in a tropical area in the world. And unfortunately, those glaciers are melting quickly. And I think this situation is a little bit similar to Nepal.
And in terms of preserving their natural heritage?
Yes. Nepal and Peru, we belong to the grouping called Mountains Group. And I think this is a very important line of collaboration and cooperation between both countries, in order to tackle this climate change issue. No?
How can we foster a stronger people-to-people connection between Peru and Nepal?
I think the most immediate activity could be the increase of tourism. Tourism is a very nice activity to know each other, but perhaps we can think about some exchange, academic exchange perhaps, could be quite interesting in the future with some universities and schools. It is a possibility to organize something.
Do you foresee any exchange program, partnerships, agreements, educational exchange? And we can see lots of Nepalese students have been going abroad for the further educations. Is there any opportunities for the students who would like to seek their further education?
Yes, we have some opportunities.
What are the scholarship facilities?
Yes, but at the same time we have a problem. The language is a problem, to be frank. Students in Peru mostly don't speak English fluently. And unfortunately, this is an obstacle to promote some exchange, academic exchange. But nevertheless, we are going to try it.
As an ambassador serving to different countries, what has been the most rewarding part of your journey so far?
Well, you can, as an ambassador that represents your country and your head of state, you have the opportunity to make a difference in the relationships. And I think that's the possibility to do that, and it's our duty to do that. You know? Yes.
And what have you learned from your journey that you would like to share with us?
I learned that the world it's so big, so diverse that there is not only one truth. There are several truths that we have to respect.
Through this conversation, you know, I felt like asking you, how did you start your career in diplomacy?
Well, to be frank, I since I was a child, not child, but since I was 15 years old, I wanted to become a diplomat. Fortunately, my dreams come true. And
so you had a dream since childhood.
Yes, I'm very happy to represent my country. I think it's an honor to represent your country, and I feel quite happy about it.
What has been the most happiest moment in your journey so far? And at the same time, you must have faced the saddest time as well.
Well, my more fantastic, let's say, experience was to meet my wife, because she's not from Peru. We met her. This is a personal opinion, personal experience. We met in a third country. Well, this is why sometimes the diversity is good.
So you cherish your time in diplomacy?
Yes, very much.
Finally, Your Excellency, would you like to say something to our viewers who are watching you right now about the relationship between Peru and Nepal?
Yes, just to consider my country as a friendly country, a country like is similar to Nepal in several fields, and just let me finalize this interview inviting people from Nepal to come to my country in order to strengthen the people-to-people diplomacy.
Your Excellency, thank you so much for your time, and we wish you all the best for your future endeavors in diplomacy. And it's been an honor to have your interview with us at the Embassy of Peru in New Delhi. Thank you so much. Hola and namaste.
Thank you so much to you. Thank you. Namaste.
Info Plus, for genuine information.
That brings us to the end of this special interview with His Excellency Javier Paulinich, the Ambassador of Peru to Nepal, here at the Embassy of Peru in New Delhi. It has been a privilege to travel from Nepal to bring you this exclusive conversation, shedding light on the growing relationship between our two countries. Thank you for watching this exclusive edition on Info Plus Himalayan Television. Until next time, take care and namaste.
Info Plus, for genuine information.